Hey guys, Tharnosin here, 6th grade student at New York Chiropractic College, and today what we're going to be going over is what I like to call the Pelvic Centration series. So real quick, the idea behind this series is we want to be able to centrate the hips, and then with that we want to be able to work the hips in all three planes of motion. We have a lot of sagittal motion in our day-to-day work, so we want to be working in the other two planes of motion as well. So the idea, you can use this, I personally love using this before any of my conditioning or lifting sessions, as well as using this with my athletes before they're going into any of their conditioning or even in their games. So I have Katie here with me, so she's volunteering. So what we're going to do first is something that a lot of you guys already know about, so we'll spend a little bit of time on that, but we're going to go into the glute bridge. So this is the sagittal plane motion. But what I like to do is a glute bridge march. The reason why I like to do this is it gives us a little bit more work on a unilateral setting, so that you have to stabilize the pelvis unilaterally as opposed to bilaterally, which most sports are played in a unilateral fashion. So what we're going to have you do is tighten up your, oh, okay, she's already going for it, so that's fine. Great, so looks pretty good. But now what we're going to do is you're going to very slowly bring this knee up and touch my hand without dropping or dipping. Starting to dip a little bit, so I really want you to focus on firing up this glute here. Good. And come back down. Switch sides. Okay. Starting to dip a little bit, you can see, so really perfect. There you go. And come back down. Just an inch off the ground. Just touch my hands, no more. Good. And then I can even give her a little bit more here so she can really work for it, and she's doing a pretty good job. Okay? How's that feel?
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. So next we're going to do is more of a frontal or coronal plane exercise, or lateral, is going to be then the side bridge or side plank, whatever textbook you're referring to. So go ahead. Yep. So we want to ensure that we have a neutral spine, so I'm actually going to come behind her here. So she's looking pretty good. We're actually going to correct the neck last, just because it's the last kind of one I like to look at. We're going to open up a little bit of space here, so I'm going to almost keep my, yep. Perfect, okay? So go back down, and then pop up, and then push yourself forward and through. Okay, so you can see a little bit, she needs to tuck her elbow in a little bit more, so come back down, bring the elbow a little bit closer, good. Okay, keep this space in the entire time, pop up, brace, and push through. Push, 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 push. And I'm just going to correct your neck just a tad. Now we're just nitpicking a little bit, but we want to keep the form perfect. Come back down. Okay, bring this leg back down and relax it as you come back down. Bring it back up, open up, pop up, and push. Okay, so it's looking pretty good. She's starting to now rotate herself back a little bit. So we want to ensure that this is a little bit, yeah, looking pretty good. Okay, and then of course do the other side. Next one we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and do a founders. And this is the last little one that we're going to use. And the idea behind this is a full body or full posterior chain of radiation, which is still going to be helping in that rotational plane of motion. So I'm going to have you go into a founders, but the cue that we're going to actually use is driving your heels out into my hand. So we're almost internally rotating at that position. So really focus on this, and that is one of the best glute med cues that I've ever found. And then I'm going to give her this. You're going to break it in half, and that's going to turn on the lats. So this is the Pelvic Centration series that we're going to use in all three planes of motion to help with any kind of before your strength or conditioning sessions.